Hi guys, so long time no video, apologies. Basically, I kept getting really small amounts of Schleich in like smaller orders, and I thought to myself, instead of doing them all at once, instead of doing them all individually, I would do them all at once. So I had this idea on the 8th of January and it's now 20 days later, so apologies, but a few more parcels have arrived. So instead of quantity, you might be getting quality, in the sense it's just one video with a lot in it rather than 5 small videos with not a lot in it and me rambling. Anyway, so I've got a pile next to me, so I'll just go through it parcel by parcel. I've also got a surprise at the end, although I've left it over there, so I will try and include that somehow. Anyway, so first of all, any of you who watched the haul I did a while ago, you would see that you saw that I got 3 models. I got 4, but then I got like a duplicate accidentally, because they were showing that you could get the older Pinto mare. Yeah, I got 2 of the newer Pinto mares, so that's all gone through. I returned her, so I can now open these, although I have packaged one still back where I usually live, so I feel a bit bad if I open them out of order, but let's go for it, otherwise I'll keep putting it off. So this one's the Pinto Stallion. He's called Marley. Sorry, he's not called Marley, that's the older one. This one's called Orlando. So yeah, he's lovely. Yeah, because for some reason my logic was buying him online would stop him having like paint separation in his coat to make it like thinner. Like I've seen a lot in shops and they've had like patches where the paint's weaker. But his paint is, so I thought online that wouldn't happen for some reason. I don't know what made me think that, but it did actually pay off. So yeah, he's lovely. So I'll put him here. His packaging to one side. And then the Pinto mare. I feel guilty because I'm not 100% sure of her name. I've named her, but my notebook is at home with all of their names in. I want to say she's something sweet, like Cassidy or like Carla or something really like feminine. This is her. She's stunning. From like this side, she does remind me a lot of the older Pinto mare. But yeah, she's lovely. If you want a proper in-depth review of any of these, I will go through them. It's just from this angle, it's quite hard for like close-ups. And the third one is, I want to say Rosa. Foal is, like, I knew when I was naming the foal I wasn't sure what gender it would be, so one of them was very similar to her name, like options, but I went for more masculine option in the end. She does have a little bit of a nose rub, but I think that's absolutely fine. Like, that's pretty much all that was wrong with her, and these 3 were all from Little Farmers, so I'll keep them in shop for now. And then the rest of these parcels are from eBay. So as I have quite a big collection, I quite like looking at like little lots on eBay to get the rarer items that I don't have, because I find sometimes there's a lot of them where it's a lot of new items too, which I don't have, so it's like quite a nice mix. But sometimes some of the lots, I'm literally there like, I own all of these, and it's kind of even more annoying when I own all but one, is I'm like, oh, I would pay for that, but not with the entourage of all the other ones. So yeah, so I will go through them all. So I'll go, sorry, I'm just trying to think what order to do them in. I'll go through them in all the order I got them. So I got these first, so I'll move these to one side now. But they are all lovely. They're all a bit like flouncy, and they all like have quite showy names. Anyway, I will now get some more down. So I got these 6 from the same seller. And I was very happy with them all because some of them are like limited and would come in a bigger set, which I had no kind of like aims to get. You'll see what I mean when I explain it all. So anyway, so the first lot I got was these two. This is the Mustang mare and foal that come with the stable. So this one's called Maple. And the foal I was having a bit of trouble naming, but I think I might go with Mia or something like that that fits like quite like the mum. So yeah, these have been played with, so they're not pristine. There's quite a big nose rub here. But I got these two and I really like them because I have the calendar with Mustangs in, so I now have 3 of each, which I'm really excited by because I like conga lines. So there's those two. And then they also came with the stallion, which I already own. And he's in a bit of a bad state. But I will resell him as a probably like body repaint, as I meaning if I didn't have him, I would be fine because it'd be a model I didn't own, but I wouldn't be happy with the quality of him because he has speckles all over him. So he will be resold, but he won't be resold like believing him to be of any great standard because sadly he's not. Like if they have marks, like if I was selling this one, I would be like slightly marked but still a great addition to a collection because you can barely see any scuffs, where with the stallion it's quite obvious. Then the next two foals are this one, the thoroughbred that comes with the foal care set, so the little girl and a rug and everything. So it's this one. I do have names, but the other one's in my head at the minute. Corey. This one's Corey. Sorry, I think of them in pairs. You'll see what I mean in a second. And then here's the second one, which is the foal which comes with the vet set. These two are also a tiny bit battered, but seeing as they're rare and would have been expensive otherwise, I'm all right with that. And if I somehow get my hands on another one, then I can choose which one's better. But then I get protective over the one I first owned, so I usually end up keeping the first one anyway. And then I start having a conga line of ones that are exactly the same. I've ended up with 3 Tristans, so in the next collection, sure, you can see all 3 of them. So yeah, this little one's Milo. So I think of those two in pairs too, because with them two, it was a foal set of 4. So I also got another Knabstrapper foal, which like this could have not been the worst one in a bad way, but this is probably like one of the worst ones for me to get a double of because the first Schleich horse I ever got was the Knabstrapper mare. She's up there right now. She's with me usually on my travels, but like I didn't ever want to get doubles of any of the Knabstrappers just because of the sentimental value, and I've now got a double of foal. So my one's called Sugar, and she has little shoulder blade rubs here, but she's sweet apart from that. Like she has rubs all over her, but she's sweet enough. And then just a double of the Lipizzaner. So that one's a bit marked, but not terribly. So I got those as a set too. And the final set I got was like a bonus because it was from the same seller. The packaging was like could be combined. So I was very grateful for that because I ended up getting the Hanoverian mare with minimal marks. Like she has a little bit of a rub here, but that's fine. Like if I was buying these in a shop, I would be like, this one would be written off immediately because of that, unless there was none better. But you can barely see it, and like she is actually in very good condition. And I also got her foal. So I have a mini little conga line here. And these two aren't named yet, as my deal with the Hanoverians is they seem to be quite posh names. Like mine have been called Henry, Joanna, Jamie, Juliet, Samuel. They're quite like, okay, they're not very posh, but they're like, there's a lot of J's going on in there. So I'll probably name these later, or I may have already named them and they're in my notebook. When I get my hands on that notebook, I'll seriously show you guys what I mean, how I literally write everything in it, and I'm struggling because I don't have it on me. So when I'm like, names, it's like, oh, hang on, that's gone a bit wrong. So apologies, I'm not usually this atrocious with names. I just usually have a notebook that I can refer to, and I'm usually not away from all my models, so I can usually top up their names quite easily. Anyway, so there's that little bundle. And the reason I got these as a bonus was basically because these were being sold for, I got these for £4.99. So the mare is usually in shops £6.99, so £2 off and free. So for a little shoulder rub, that's brilliant, and they're lovely. These two, well, three were quite expensive because they are special limited edition, but in the picture she was like turned away so you couldn't see the rub. So I think that was either like clever photography or it happened in the post. Either one, I'm not sure, but they were expensive. So I will say if you want. These were, I'm pretty sure, about 15, I think, all three in. So with him being sold, I can maybe get these for about 12, which is fine, because of course they come with the stables, which is 100. So that's saved me like £88. So that's fine. And then the foals as a set were about £10. And then of course this one alone on its own with a load of accessories is 8. And this one with the vet van is about 30. So that was a good saving too. And I got 2 little extra ones. So any money these guys make will just be money off the ones I'm keeping. As I mean, I'm grateful whenever I get doubles, because I'm aware they're Schleich and they are collectible, but I kind of want to release them back into the wild of Schleich collecting, because A, yes, it generates a little bit of money back, and B, then someone else can maybe collect a model they haven't had yet. I wouldn't say any of these 3 would be model collecting grade. They're all a bit customization grade, apart from maybe this little one. But yeah, so that was that little lot. And then these lot, these are all £6 each. So that was the money so far. And then this little envelope here, I am very, very happy with, because I wasn't expecting this. But basically, I'm not sure how many of you guys were collecting Schleich when there wasn't many riding sets. Like, there used to be just a few, like, and then those all retired. And I only got my hands, basically very early into my Schleich collecting adventures, I got the dressage one. So she's wearing a hat, and she's called Juliana, and she's the one that owns the Hanoverians. Another J. And then a lot of them retired. So the Western set retired, a girl in a pink coat retired, and a show jumping girl retired. And I got my hands on the pink one, but I was really looking at getting the show jumping one for ages. Like, I was quite keen to get my hands on her, and whenever I've seen it before, the tack's been broken or incomplete or very expensive. And then I was just on eBay and I saw this set, but the picture was a stock picture of just like the Schleich website, so I didn't trust it immediately, but contacted the seller and got a few photos. So then I paid right there and then. But this wasn't the only one they were selling. They were also selling the pink one, which I've already got, so I didn't get that one. But they were also selling the vaulting set. So I grabbed that one too. Sadly, this one didn't come in bubble wrap. So as you can see, her little hand's got a mark, but there's a hole in the bag too. So that happened in the post. No one could really foresee that. I'm not too mad because I've waited five years for this, so that's fine. She's called Jodie, unless in my notebook from many, many years ago, I named her something different, but at the minute, she's called Jodie. So at the minute, I can maybe put her on one of these ones, probably the mare. But yeah, so I'll go through it all. So there's a saddle. I'll put her on unnamed Pinto mare for now. She really does have a name. I'm pretty sure it's something like Cassidy. I can't even be like, in the comment section, in the description, I will put her name, because that may take a good few months for me to get back home and look at my notebook. But I was pushed for space anyway. So anyway, there's the saddle. So it's a complete set. Really happy with that. And the little boots, which I'm really happy with, because usually with these sets, the boots are like missing or broken or something. Anyway, so there's the bridle. And I've always been a bit like, well, I'd want to get it complete. So yeah, and then the other one that I'm like that I forgot I kind of probably should aim to get and then kind of remembered is the Western set with the guy in a top hat. But I'm very far behind getting the modern ones too. So I mean, it's just a when they're there kind of thing. So there's the bridle. And I'll just do her tag up and then put the boot on. But yeah, because I haven't seen these in real life, I never knew if the boots were meant to like be split down the side, but they are. Because of course otherwise you couldn't get them on their feet. So sorry if I've put these on the wrong way. They'll be front facing for now. Apologies, I will move them if that's wrong. And then I'll put her on here. So she fits in quite well. Originally, I think she's on the Lipizzaner stallion, the old one. No, the one that's retired, but there's no current one. So, yeah. So there's her, and then I'll put this one in the rug and halter because she was expensive, so I'll protect her a bit more. There we go. So yeah, the head collar on this one is a bit frayed at the end, but like I've said before, I have the dressage set in pink set, but I only have one green thing, one green head collar. So there's that one. Because I did own two at one point in my life, but then I think one may have got hoovered up, and I know that sounds really awful because it's quite hard to hoover up something like that, but I'm pretty sure because I was dead set on like wanting to find it for months, and I just never found it. So I'm going with it was a victim to the hoover. Anyway, and then here is the vaulting set. So I'll put the tack on quickly. Sorry, this is going to be a very long video. I apologise. Feel free to skip through it. Because, like, put this one on her. Like, if you already own these, it probably isn't mega interesting to you, but I mean, this has been my month's worth of Schleich purchases, so I mean, I thought I'd just get it all done in one video. But yeah, if you have any comments or questions or any video ideas you want me to do, feel free to let me know, and I will try my best to accommodate them because I don't have a huge range of Schleich here. I have the ones I'm showing you, the ones I'll show in a bit, and the Knapsack Primera Stallion. So any ones I can do video-wise, I will do. I could do a mini collection tour, but sadly, it's a bit limited what I can do right about now. So I won't finish putting this on her. I want to, but like it's all very not fiddly, but I don't want to like rush and break all these things because it's so like dainty that I want to like have some time with it to get it done correctly. And on here I can't pause, so sorry for the minimal editing that goes into this video because that's a lot of like extra time of me just waffling and doing things. But anyway, I got one set on at least, so there's that. But yeah, so there's the girl. I kind of want to call her, I think, Vienna or something, like posh. Me and posh names right now, wow. And then this one is like, I think she's like, I have got them named, I'm sorry. I think she's something very sensible, like Sandra or something. And then final thing is the saddle. So yeah, there's the saddle, the halter bits on her. There's two people, two of these connecting straps, the reins, and then the stick, which isn't frayed, which I'm very happy about because in my eyes, I would rather, if one thing had to be frayed, I'd rather it be that, the halter, because you can kind of get your hands on them a bit easier. So I'll leave this set here. And now on to my blunder purchase. Woo! So yeah, there was like a lot of bundles and I had my eyes on quite a few of them. A lot. So basically, like these guys, there was a lot of like the horses that come in the stalls, and fancy ones and ones that are in barns and things, and exclusive model, not exclusive, but like rarer to find easily models that don't come on their own. And so I had my eyes on a lot of them, and then like I lost out on a few, and then I bid on one, got this one, went to bid on another one and couldn't. So this was my one and only purchase. I tried, but I didn't. And then upon going back and looking at which ones I'd got, I realised it was a bit useless to me. No offence to them in here, but basically, you'll see what I mean when I open them. But I own two, which I was in most of the sets I already owned one or two anyway. With the worst case scenario, I already own like four, so at least I didn't get one of them. But with this one, I already own two, and then I thought, oh yeah, I'm getting 3 extra ones. No, I'm not. Basically, I ordered the Clydesdale gelding ages ago and haven't opened him yet. Up yet. And then momentarily forgot I ever ordered him and have got him again. So that's a triple, which I'm just really, really not annoyed at myself by, but it's like really should have thought about before bidding. Because I find eBay fantastic for things like these, but you do have to be careful about price, you have to be careful about your budget, and you have to be careful about which ones you've already got, because I didn't think I would fall victim to my own thoughts of like ones I hadn't. I thought I was always very on it. Apparently not. And then the one in here, the two in here that I don't have, one fine, brilliant. The other one is a special kind of one. Is the horse that comes in a lot with a rider and a lot of tack. And I wasn't going to bid on these because I'd rather buy them with the rider in the tack, but I've ended up with one. So it's because I thought it was a special horse for ages, and then I remembered the tail. I was like, I remember the tail, and I realised it was the Tennessee Walker gelding. Anyway, I will open this up and you can see what I mean. So in this box there's 5. It's very well packaged, but I'll go through these quickly. So I got, this is a good one, I got the Andalusian mare. She's Beatrice, so I got her, which I'm very happy with. And then I got a double of the Icelandic Stallion. I will leave all my doubles like together and then try and sell them at some point. And then the other double is the Tinker Stallion. So they're a pair, but my one's back at home. These two are both fine. If I hadn't got to them, I wouldn't be annoyed with the quality if I hadn't already owned them. My two are in better condition only because I bought them in a shop, haven't played with them, got them a while ago, made sure I selected the best one I possibly could. But if I hadn't got them and they'd retired without me like getting my hands on them, I'd be happy with those two. Then this guy, which I was like, yes, it's fine because he's huge and I don't own him, so this money is fine. And then I realised I owned him. But the more annoying thing is when I ordered the gelding, I could have easily ordered the mare, got the gelding this way, and everything would have worked out because he's lovely. There's nothing wrong with him at all. And I'm really sad because he's a double, even though I haven't ever touched my actual one. But seriously, I would have been happy with him. But it's been 30 days, so I can't return the other one. So I sort of have a really shameful double. Anyway, and then the one that I kind of got and then realised I could have got a different way is this guy. So I like this guy's name, Marcus. Sorry, had to waffle a sentence before it came to me. But yeah, that's the tail. I really like their tails. So he's fine, he's lovely. It's just a bit annoying because I could have got him with his rider and tack and I just didn't. Anyway, so there's those ones. Then finally, I know this is a very long video, I am very, very sorry. There was these two because sadly, I missed out on a little triplet pack of 3 retired models I don't have, and that is quite hard to come by. Usually if there's like a trio of retired ones, I already own 1 or 2 of them, and I can't justify bidding on one that I already own 2 of because they're quite rare to get, and I wouldn't want to get 2 for the sake of getting 1 and then letting someone miss out on 3 they don't have. Anyway, so I had my eye on this lot for ages, like ages. And then the bidding was coming down, and then I was there for it, and I just didn't bid again because I was like, oh, I don't want to spend an extra £1, I've already got it. Yeah, eBay does this thing where you can bid as many times, and that will extend your maximum bid. It won't automatically jump up to that as the maximum bid, if that makes sense. Like, if it was at 20, I could bid all the way up to 25. Yeah, if people were bidding only up to 23, you'd then get it for 23. Yeah, that didn't click in the moment. It clicked about 10 seconds after, and I was very annoyed at myself. But that was annoying because I could have got them, and one of them had a tag on. So that was the grey riding pony, the Lipizzaner stallion in the Lipizzaner mare mould, and the Hanoverian mare from 1995. I have the white one, I don't have the brown one, and it was those three, and it was lovely, and I'm still slightly bitter about it. Anyway, after that bidding fail, I then saw this little lot and was determined to not let that slip away. Anyway, so I'll show you them because I'm quite proud of owning these. Anyway, so I got this one. So yes, it's the Pinto Yearling, but it's the limited edition one. So there she is. She's gorgeous from this side, and then she has a slight few rubs this side, but seeing as she's exclusive and she has nothing wrong with her face, that's absolutely fine. Look how stunning she is. So yeah, this is Morgan or Montana. I'm kind of in between, but I think Morgan suits her better. And then it also came with the mare, who is a bit beaten up, sadly. Well, not sadly, because I already own the mare, but basically I feel bad if I did sell this one because it'd be fine, but because these came in a, oh my gosh, the wrong one to drop, right? Anyway, she's fine. No extra ear rubs, or no ear rubs, sorry, she doesn't have ear rubs anyway. Phew, right, won't be doing that again. Right, yeah. Because these two came in a box, I feel like they're quite bonded, like it's not like these were picked up off a shelf and like mix and matched, like these were bonded together, so I feel kind of guilty if I did split them up, even though I already own this mare, and this mare is quite beaten up. But anyway, she came with a free bridle and saddle, so that's a nice bonus. So they're those little lot. If you want prices, I can go through it. So this set was 7, I think, 6 or 7. The vaulting set was 8 or 9. The set where I got these 2 and 3 flops, that was 10, but then plus £5 postage, which is a lot. They were very well packaged, but that was a lot. But I was expecting to get a lot of lots. Like, I was expecting to try and at least win 3, which I easily could have, because the 2 others I had my eyes on, no one bid, and then they went into a buy it now kind of price, and I wanted to snap them up and couldn't, and I was just very annoyed at myself because they were such a good price for what models were in there. So that was my very expensive splurge. And then these guys were my also very expensive splurge. These were 10. But then I was like 5 and 5 and very, very exclusive, so that's fine. And then normal postage costs, which is £2.95. But then I was like, the bridle and saddle had extra added value, and she's really rare, so that's fine. And also, usually on eBay, it'll be like, you're currently against 2 bidders and 3 people are watching this. With this little one, I think I was against like 2 bidders or something. I don't know, might be more. But like 25 watchers. So people obviously knew how rare this little one was. So I'm not sure how it didn't go for a lot more than 10. Because I've seen things on there recently going for 20, 30. So I'm not sure how I got away with that, but I'm very happy because 10 was like my limit and I got them for like 8. So very happy because I got them for 10 plus postage. But in that, with this order, the seller was also selling like another little horse set, and I wasn't sure of the scale, but it was going for 50p. So I thought, oh, combined postage, 50p's fine. So I'll show you that. So these 2 came ridiculously well packaged, like the best by far, but this lot was also very well packaged. The worst ones packaged, not in a bad way, but were this big lot I got of like this lot. They were just all quite squashed together, and I made the mistake of walking into town with them. I was trying to be careful with them, but if they've got any knocks added, that was probably from me. Anyway, not that I knew what they were looked fully like before. But anyway, so it's this little pouch of things. I'll go through it quickly because it's not Schleich, it's just little decorations. So it's a little stand of different things. It says hay storage, nursing stable, and bath and grooming stable. So to show you the scale, I will just move a few things out the way. So I'll put it all with her scale. I really want to say she's called Clara, but I'm not sure. So, sorry. If I could edit, this would all be edited, but sadly, I'm not there yet. Anyway, so it's a bit small. Not a lot, but a bit. Like, that's a person. So it's not horrendously small, but it's not exact. But for 50p, that's fine. You've got 2 horses in this. Because I was like, if there was any interest, I'd let someone else get it, but no one bid, so I got them. So there was that horse. And then the foal. So the foal is small, very small. And there's also a little jockey. And then the other accessories, which I will use, are this flower box with clips. So that will be somewhere in the barn. These will all go in the barn. Like, I wouldn't have got it otherwise. Plant pot. Hay pile. And then these I'm really happy with because they are the right scale. I know it's all technically the same scale, but with Schleich, some things look better than others with different scale. Trophy, which I really like. Another trophy, which really like again. And they both stand up. And then a rosette, which also stands up because it has like circular bit there. And then there is also a jump here with 2 poles. And of course that would be tiny for Schleich, but as I'm keeping the horse and jockey, I can set that up in its own little way. So yeah, this is my haul. And then the surprise at the end, I think I want to include it, but this is a very, very long video. I will see. So there's that. If not, it will go in the end or be uploaded separately. So yeah, that's all my haul things. So I did say that, Bryce. Yes, I did. So that's my haul. These will all go on a shelf up there, and then I could do a mini collection tour if you'd like. Let me know what your favorite purchases were in the comments. I really like replying to all of you guys. Let me know if you don't have any of the models, the 5 that I have, and then I can put them on eBay very cheaply for you if you would like prices starting at like 99p or something. They definitely will be for the 3 sort of scrappy customization looking ones, or they'll be in a set very cheaply. Because I'm not going to try and pull the wool over anyone's eyes. Like, I will sell them for the price I think they are worth. So anyway, thanks for watching. This is my haul, and see you again soon. Bye bye.